Y'all remember the video of the lady telling me trim trees back and whatnot? Well, I did it, and here we are, in trouble. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Good morning. Another day. Got the mower hooked up. Gonna go clean around fields. So yesterday's work of cleaning up the new field. I get home 10 o'clock at night. I get an email saying my permit, I'm outside of my permit boundaries, blah blah blah. I need to bring back any topsoil I removed. There's a British burial ground on the perimeter of the field that I disturbed, and so on and so on. I read through all my permits. I looked at all the boundaries. I was within everything. So this morning, first things first, we're gonna go meet with one of the people that is responsible for that land, and I'm gonna sort this out. Because yesterday I spent $1,500 between labor, having to rent equipment, my time, and I still haven't got rid of the trash that the previous person left there, which is gonna cost me more money. So I'm chalking that field up. On top of, I'll probably have another $1,500 into it by the time to grow a crop there. So chalk that up, 3 grand, probably over 3 grand, probably $3,500 by the time I'm done with all this. Zero money to be made there for this year, but long term, the field should be in a good spot as long as these people understand what really goes on. If they're blaming me and saying I voided permits, clearly somebody called in and doesn't like the field looking better. So I'm gonna go figure out what it is, and you guys are along for the ride. So, and then we got to go to another field. We got a busy day. It's supposed to rain. I've been pulling ticks off the ankle like crazy. You got anything on you? No. I think I pulled 15 ticks off him from being yesterday. So he's on tick medicine. They are dead when I pull them off him, but still, ticks are out. Alrighty, we'll go over to the field and find out what's going on. Good thing about a tractor that goes 27. It is 9:30. I left the house right around 9 o'clock. The other tractor that goes 19, I timed it as if we were another tractor that I would be here at 10. So fast tractor's nice. Yeah, I need a Fendt with some speed to her as well for a mower tractor at some point. I know, deers. Can't beat the support of Weavers. Our local dealership is, I'd rather 5 hours away or 30 minutes away. 5 hours away with the amount of support they have is superior. I might as well jump out here and I'll give you guys a rundown of what the field looks like since when we left last night it was kind of dark. So left all his stuff up front. This is all the stuff he just absolutely had. I really didn't want any of it, but it's a pain that I pulled it out instead of him pulling it out. I spent a lot of money here yesterday fixing somebody else's junk, somebody else's disaster that I'm hoping will be a good outcome to me, but I don't really know. So I gotta pick up. I tried pushing some sticks around, so let's see. The only thing that, I don't know, Kevin was doing a good job, but he might have got a little carried away. Nothing crazy, but I don't know. They never gave me any restrictions on the land. They gave me border boundaries. I'm within that. I'm within my permit. So we cleaned up the border boundaries, as you saw in the previous video. Kevin got in here, cleaned up some of this. Everything he picked up, all the brush and stuff like that, is all over there. I'm gonna roll through here when we disc it, clean it up. I probably won't plant anything down in there. If I end up planting grass this fall, I want it all to look beautiful. None of this. We got crap growing here and there. So this was all bushes, just overgrown mess of it. So it looks way better than it did before. It was just overgrown. So I used to go past here to go to school. High school. When did I graduate? 2010? 12 years ago. I used to go by here. 12 years, and then, yeah, the years before. And it looked pretty good. And then it's just been running to the ground. Like, they're farming it, but they're not actually maintaining anything around it. So there was the greenhouse that had fallen down. There was everything there. We scooped right here because there's broken glass here. I don't want broken glass in any of my tires. I thought that was some more broken glass, but I dumped it all over there. Everything stayed on the property. That's their concern. It looks way better. When we plow, I'm gonna plow all this under. It's gonna look good. So cleaned up the edges back there, nothing crazy. Then the other one where I haven't really figured out if it's over there or if they're thinking it's that I stole topsoil. I'll walk over there. So we didn't get every piece of trash. There was so much trash. By the time we got out of here, it was dark. It was late. Barely even made it to Five Guys to get food for all the guys. But I figured that was the least that I could do. But yeah, there's just freaking trash everywhere. There was a fence right here. Got that out of there. There's an ugly dead little bush thing. So clean that up. We'll clean this right up. It'll look good from the road. Trim back some trees. It wasn't like we were out here cutting down trees, making more farmland. We were just regaining areas that had initially been overgrown. Clean this up because there's so much dead stuff. There's a big tree that's over there. Even kept all the dead trees. Here's another piece of pipe that was laying here. And so this is Hanscom Air Force Base. I think like the Massport entrance, I guess it would be. So a lot of traffic comes in and out of right here, and they pull up to that stop sign and all they saw was dead stuff right here. Like, it looked horrible. So big dead tree was up here, so it took a little bit. There's dead branches everywhere. So instead of spending hours and hours trying to pick up, we just scraped it across. I forgot about this chain link fence. That should get out of here. I can't believe the town just left this broken sign there. Like, they put the new one up and left the old one. Car parts. Farming along a busy road. If you farm along a busy road, oh, we got some watermarks on you. Let me clean you up. There we go. It is raining. So farming along a busy road, you get trash. People throw stuff out, cans, garbage, accidents. So cleaned up this tree had dead branches hanging off of it, like that one. They were hanging, like, you couldn't even go right here. There's branches. So that's part of field maintenance. And there was so much irrigation line all in here. So got all that cleaned up. Right here, there was like a 2-foot deep hole that was like 6 foot around. Like, not only did I have to take out insurance to go farming on this ground, which, yeah, I should have insurance, but liability insurance. So had to do that. So 2-foot hole pretty much right here. And there was like a berm behind it, little berm. Okay, Kevin, fill that hole in. All I need is a piece of equipment. If I have somebody come over here, since I am gonna have to cultivate corn here, come over here and drop in that hole, break something, hurt something. Or we have had people run into electric fences, do this, do that, jump over a thing. The latest was they jumped over a fence because a cow was out. And it was down the path from them, and they're trying to sue for their broken leg. Why did you jump over the fence? So that's all we gotta have. I don't know what's come of that, so don't ask me. But all I need is somebody to walk along here and fall in the hole, and then I'm to blame because I am the one running it, and I am the one with the insurance. And the state, Yeah, I'm getting raindrops on you still. The state or the federal government, they're not suing them. They're going after me. So filling that hole in and making this not look like a complete disaster over here, yeah, I would say that's the good thing. And any dirt that got scraped up when we were picking up sticks, it's all right here. Tried to do our best not to pick up all the dirt, but it's kind of hard when you got tons and tons and tons of little sticks. So I think it looks good. We'll plow it, disc it. It will get corn. Eventually it will get grass. The whole reason I'm growing corn for the first year, I have no idea about any of this land. And me trying to plant grass, if I was planting grass in this field this year, lime, seed, fertilizer, prep work, yeah, I'd be $300 an acre easily into putting seed in the ground, and then I wouldn't make money back. So at least currently at the rate we're going, I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna make any money, but hopefully I break even on this project. And then the following years, things are better. So that is why I'm not putting any grass in, even though we could use more grass. So that's why. Lime prices are stupid. Everybody says they're cheaper by them. I don't have a truck that I can run out there to pick it up. So, well, I do, but I don't know if I want to go 5-hour round trip on the highway. Thing doesn't, it would not like 30-ton of lime in the back. So this is where all the sticks got pushed. Like, see that big dead one that was laying in the field? That's the first one I picked up that was over there that looked like crap. Then some of these are bushes, some of these are sticks. So forgot about this piece of trash. I'll pick that up. None of this is mine. That's what frustrates me. Oh, and I forgot about that stick laying there. So I came along and I just pushed all the piles of anything that we trimmed back. If you ask me, that's not an aggressive trim job. Probably should have done that little branch too. So you all remember the video of the lady telling me trim trees back and whatnot? Well, I did it, and here we are, in trouble and almost falling over. But I guess I'll go pick up that little trash over there, and then we'll wait on the woman to come talk to me about what she sees I violated my permit with. I think we did a hell of a good job. I wish I had a video of just standing here. I'll have to look back in the videos. I haven't edited that. Still working on the daily content. Banged one out this morning. Do one this afternoon. Hopefully 2 this afternoon. So when I said I don't know if I can keep it up, it's more time, but I like the challenge of keeping content coming to you guys because it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy the interaction. So I'll pick these sticks up and throw them in the pile. And then, yeah, we'll see when she comes here. I don't think I'll film her just to keep it, well, we'll see. I don't feel like that might escalate the situation as far as me having a camera in her face. And this is the first time I've actually met her. So I'll check back with you guys. Everything is good. They were more worried that there's a little bit of dirt pushed up by the stone wall where we had to push rocks out. I'm gonna clean that up, gonna look good. They're happy with it. This is gonna work out. I definitely, yeah, it's definitely more interesting spot than most places. But they're open to working with me and things were good there. So I'm gonna go clean up the edges and go on to my next one. The biggest issue that some dirt got pushed with all the shrubs, and there's a giant rock in there. That's why some dirt got pushed. We'll get that cleaned up. That's understandable. I can work with that. I'm just going around the edges and we'll get out of here. Go on to the next thing. Why I bought a moldboard plow. Look at these little trees. We'll mow them down, but plowing that over, best thing will be turning it right over. Cleaned up. We still gotta go get, not me, previous tenant still has to pick that up. But we're clean. I got some trash that I'll have to pick up when I first come down to plow. I'm not gonna ride around with it in this. There's just so much trash here. So even though I'm not gonna make any money on this, I think it will be a good experience for my first year. Anybody who says they go farming their first year and makes money, you're probably lying. You can lie to us, just don't lie to yourself. So since I'm borrowing equipment, I gotta pay for this, I gotta pay for that. It's all in a bigger picture. Down the road, I hope this all works out. That's all I can do. Well, we'll fold this up and we'll go to the next stop. This is the ground that they didn't want me to use pesticides, which I'm not going to use pesticides on any of my corn ground because we're going to cultivate it, just to make all the landowners happy. So the town owns some of this and privately is owned by the rest. They told me I can plow right up to the edge here. My plan is, we're putting corn in this for a year, and then in the fall I'm going to seed it down so that I have, with the field on the other side and this field, we'll have like 16 acres all in one spot. Good little section of land. I'm gonna go rotary mow around it, clean up some spots. They're gonna, yeah. They got an electric dog fence that runs through the bottom of it. We gotta figure out how deep that is because I'm gonna rip that up, just like I ripped the water line up. But we're gonna work around that over the next week. Well, let's go clean this up. The rain, it's a good damp day, so we're gonna stop at one of the seatings. One of my 3-point hitch arms, the block weights was actually fell off the tractor, and the landowner who picked the rocks found it. So well, let me go poke my way into this field. So that green section right there, that's where we had grub damage. It's got cover crop, and the cover crop is looking fire. So that's not mine yet. Working on it, working on it. Always more ground. Love more ground. So this stuff has just sat around. Somebody ran free range chickens on it. Let me open the door. Stay. Oh, don't listen to me. Somebody ran free range chickens on it, and it's just nasty. So it's wet in there, which I know from the other side, but I can farm right up to here probably. It's not huge, but we're farming. So appreciate everybody helping me out. And so we're in D range. So I'm thinking I'm cultivating corn because Frank has a cultivator. It's 3 of them, I think. So I don't know, it will be interesting, if anything, some content for you guys. Alrighty, come on, we gotta do some work. This is also why I got plows, because I knew I was picking up this field. Well, just signed the final agreements of everything. Got some honey from them, so pretty pumped. I like honey. Anybody else like honey? Cleaning up field edges. That's looking a lot better. There's big enough trees that I can't push it back any further. Plus there's like good growth trees that are coming up. Well, clean that right up. So on the next week, we're probably gonna get fertilizer onto this ground. Then we'll plow this ground. We'll plow the ground across that got cover crop. I'll plow both of my fields and one other field, so probably 4 fields I'm actually going to mow board, due to either it's new, it's full of grass, and it's new, or it's got cover crop on it, and the cover crop's growing really well, so we want to incorporate back into the soil for soil health. We're not going to harvest it because we don't have enough cover crop to harvest to make it justify building a bunk and waiting that long to harvest. I would like to get to the point where I got enough ground that has good cover crop on it that I could harvest it as a yield. And Yanko's working on any stick that comes close to him. You okay, buddy? So, just cleaning edges. This is all gonna get plowed. Somebody brutally plowed it or did something years ago, because there is ruts all throughout it. It is gonna be bumpy. I'm glad the 75/20 ride's pretty nice. I'd say that's pretty good, right? You guys thinking that cleaned it up quite a bit? Never ends. So, previous video, people asked why you don't clean up fields. A, we have issues with people reporting us for it and having conflicts. B, it takes a while. But buying this batwing mower made life a lot easier for that, for sure, though. Before, we just had one that was just as wide as a tractor. This one, let's swing it out and clean up edges after a few passes. All cleaned up. This will be the entranceway in and out. And then we got the field. So that's all gonna get plowed. It's gonna look good. Hoping not too many rocks. I'm gonna battle some big ones in the front by the driveway. But alrighty, I was gonna stop and get a New London's pizza cheeseburger sub, but they're closed on Sundays. That's just ridiculous. So I guess I'll get home. I got plenty of leftover food that I can eat anyways. I had a big thing of pasta the other day. So yeah, it's tucked right in there. Hopefully they like it. We're gonna farm right up to their driveway, cut around their trees out back there, and then it will look good all in grass. Gets a little wet in there, but nothing too crazy. So, all in all, today was a decent day as far as what it could have went. GPS bracket. Yeah. So I'm gonna head on home. Probably wash the mower off some. I gotta wash the bucket of the loader, and I gotta figure out my trash situation. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Today could have been bad, but it went pretty well in my eyes, so I guess that's probably gonna do it. Otherwise, unless you guys just want to ride along with me for the next 30-minute trip. Off the 7320. So that field that homeowners picked the rocks in, they actually found that in the field, which it's, come on, it's the sway bar link block so you don't wear out, and they're known to break off, or the pins pop out, so that's pretty sweet that they found it and not the mower. It's sweet. But holding at their place. I'll stop on my way out actually and show you what the seating looks like. So here's where we're at. This stuff wasn't actually I didn't plow this because of rock worry. So there is some grass growth coming back up. We only dissed it, but if we look down in here, that's a piece of fescue coming up hot. Clover, 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 fescue, fescue, clover, fescue. It's growing. So with this moisture, it should actually really pop. Some moisture, some heat. We'll fight a little bit of the grass, but that was the grass that was actually really growing. So I'm excited. It will be interesting to compare this to the stuff we plowed, but this should be growing pretty good. So now I'm headed home. I figured I should stop and pick that up. So appreciate you guys watching. A little update on what the seedings are doing. Catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.